Well, hey guys, here we are at another car auction. So I'm doing a little quick video because I brought my wife with me this time. We are actually stopping from a 3,000 mile trip from another that we did with another car auction car. This Chrysler Aspen made it 3,000 miles from Corpus Christi to Illinois to California, San Diego to visit our son and daughter-in-law. And it did really well until the air conditioner went out, but luckily it's only 75 degrees here, so it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
But I'll get that fixed before we sell it. I just thought while we had it, we could enjoy it, put some miles on it, and test it out before we sell it.
Right.
But we are here to pick up a Lincoln Towncar. Yes, a Lincoln Towncar for a friend of ours that wants a comfortable sedan. So here we go. All right, so here we are in our hoopty. It's definitely needs some cleaning up. I don't know, it probably won't show up very well in the video how dirty it is. Has a slight cigarette smell. Has an issue with the cracked windshield, another cracked windshield. That's how we know it's ours, because it seems like everyone we buy has a cracked windshield in Texas. Didn't realize I had a broken key on this, so have to hold that up to the steering column to get it to start. So we had a little adventure there. I can't figure out how to work the lumbar, so my wife Wanda's gonna drive it home because I cannot stand lumbar sticking into my back. It feels like I'm getting stabbed.
But
anyway,
like lumbar.
Yeah, I should have done a quick tour video of the Chrysler Aspen while we were driving it, but there are a lot of Chrysler Aspen videos out there, so you can probably get a good one of that. So if you are interested in it, it's $49.95 on our website, and that one has a couple of features that not all of them have. Like that one has a sunroof, has a rear power lift gate, power driver's seat. There's one other, backup sensors, and I think there's something else above standard. What were you gonna say, Wanda?
Right now it's packed full of things.
It
we've
is.
Been on the road for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so
it's
it
definitely
holds a lot.
Yeah, definitely a large vehicle. It's an 8-passenger vehicle, so it's a nice riding. And
Very
like I
nice
said, we
ride.
took it for 3,000 miles, and well, almost, because we still have about 100 more miles to go from San Antonio.
Yes.
All right, there it is. Wanda is transporting it home, driving it, and I forgot my license plate, so unfortunately it doesn't have a license, so I'm following closely behind. And one of the reasons I wanted to get one of these is this is a Panther platform car, and my dad had a Mercury Grand Marquis, and he really enjoyed it. He had that up until the time he died 2 years ago. So I always wanted to buy one and have for a little bit, and this will be hopefully a very short time, because like I said, I have a friend that was wanting a car like this. So, and as I said, the air suspension light came on, but from the way it's driving, it's handling these bumps a lot better than the Aspen is, and the Aspen's pretty smooth in my opinion. I do hope that the cruise control is working on it, because Wanda hates putting her foot down on the gas, and I didn't even think about that, and she's been gracious enough to drive it for me, because I couldn't figure out the lumbar, as I said. All right, well, here's our Lincoln Towncar back at our shop, all cleaned up. The windshield is replaced, as you can see. I did have a check engine light on when we picked it up from the auction, and turns out that somebody must have really wanted this and was tricking other people to not buy it, because they pulled one of the spark plug coil wires off. So Wanda drove it home all the way
with 7 cylinders only, and she said it was good for the most part, except when she wanted to pass people and it was hesitated a little bit. But now it's got plenty of power. I'll take it for a test drive in a little bit, and you can see that. But no check engine light anymore. The things that dealers do to get a good deal on cars. Anyway, here it is. You can see the wheels are nice and shiny and in good shape. Tires are. Here's I mentioned how dark the tint is. You cannot see through those back ones. You can through the front one barely. So it's probably just within the legal limits on the front ones, but the back ones are really dark, and this back is very dark as well. You can see, you can't even see through it. Overall, the car is in really good shape. It has 136,000 miles on it. Has some little scratches that probably could be buffed out. I did have it detailed, but the guy doesn't do body work, so I got a couple of scratches there. All the lights work. Here's another little ding, but for what I have it marked at, I'm selling it for $5,400. Oh, I didn't even tell you. So my friend that wanted this really loves it, and he drove it for about a week. And had his wife, who has some back issues, drive with him, and she did not like the flat seat, which I don't know why, but she said the seat's not supportive enough, but I just think these seats are great. I mean, I could take a nap in this thing. I could definitely go for long trips in this. But anyway, you know, it depends on what you like for seats. While I'm in the passenger seat, the driver's seat has some, you know, some wear and tear. For 136,000 miles, it's going to do that. The steering wheel is in really good shape. I'll turn you around here. The dashboard cleaned up really well. So that was, yeah, it was pretty dirty. The person before this didn't, you know, take the time to clean it, but got most of the spots. There were some spots in the ceiling, but as you can see, there's still a couple. Smells good in here now. It's got the, I don't know if I mentioned that it has 6 passengers, so it has an extra seat built for the middle here. You can close this up. Let me get the stuff out. This closes up, and that turns into a seat. So it is cushioned, so it's can be utilized as a seat, but at the same time it turns into like a center console, which I thought is pretty useful. And I did get the key fixed, I fixed the key, so now it works. I'll go ahead and start it up. Starts right up, and no issues there. It does have a center console in the back as well. Let me pull this down with the cup holders, so it looks nice. It does come with the book, although the book is a little has seen better days. They must have used it a lot. I like the fact that it has the controls on the doors for the seats. All the front, back, up, down has, so I guess that'd be considered 6-way. And lumbar is down here. I mentioned that in the other part of the video that I couldn't find where the lumbar is. It's in the front of the seat, which I thought it'd be with the other controls, but it's not. This does have extra pockets underneath your armrest. pockets there, so it's nice. It has has a auxiliary port, or I don't know, auxiliary port, but the power adapter there, as well as one in there. If somebody could tell me why this is a hole in the comments, I'd appreciate that. I've seen other pictures of ones online. That's how I always get the price that I'm gonna sell it at. This is, by the way, the cheapest one within 300 miles. Every other one that I've looked at is either 6,000 or up. And I saw in those, the pictures have a hole there. I have no idea why there's a hole there. It looks like something should go there. I don't know. Let me see. Anything else that's, well, this does have the auto dimming mirror. Pretty standard for a luxury car. But I just wanted to point it out. The heated mirrors on the side. The hood is in really good shape. Just has a couple of minor rock chips. The lights are good. I'll turn the lights on. Does have the key code. You can get that key code. It might even be in the manual, but I'm sure you can get it from the dealer, or I can get it for you. There's the lights. They're not foggy or anything. And before I continue, I like to share the verse of the day. Here's a good one. Romans 12:12. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. It's highlighted because I memorized that at some point. This birds, I mean, that is so smooth. I can't even really tell it's running when you're inside. It's very smooth. I wiped it down. I didn't do a detail on it, but I just wiped the dust off of it. It was a little dusty, but that's about it. All the fluids are good. Brakes good. Clean. Oops. Power steering is in good shape. It's clean in there. Can't really tell in the video, I know. I'm not going to open the radiator, but that's good. Washer fluid, I could put some more in there, but it's definitely got washer fluid. AC works really well. Looked like the oil had just been changed. I didn't show you that. I'll just go through the vehicle real quick. I'm gonna pop the trunk. It does have a key for the trunk, and this is for the gas. Wanted to mention that this has this has adjustable pedals. Did I show you the back seat? The back seat has plenty of room and very comfortable. Let me sit in this. Yeah, so I have my seat pretty far back and got lots of room. I could just lounge back here. I mean, these were used for a lot of livery services, meaning chauffeur. I never knew that name until being in the car business. I heard of livery cars. I guess it sounds British, but it's basically chauffeur service. The trunk pops open to this amount. Oh, and I got my jump box in there. I was bringing that for another car, so plenty of room. Probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 bodies. I think that's how you rate these, how many bodies you can put in them. I'm just joking. This does have the soft close trunk, but you don't have to use the soft close. You can just slam it like I did the first time. But I just wanted to show you that. It does have backup sensors. I don't know where they are. Normally backup sensors are you can see them on the bumper, but this I know has them because anytime I back up to something, it beeps at me, and it beeps louder and louder and more frequently and then a solid beep is when you need to really stop. Just walking around the vehicle here, give you a good overall look of it. I didn't show too much of the bottom. It's in good shape all around, and you won't find a better price for one that's in this good a condition. All right, here we're in the Lincoln for a test drive, and I'm just driving around town and going to get on the 358 here in a minute, just to show you on the power on the highway. I'm coming up to the entrance, and we're doing about 40, and it's very quiet, smooth. This road isn't too rough though. Here, I'm gonna get on it a little bit. Does pretty good. We're up to 80 in no time. So I'm gonna slow back down to the speed limit of 65, so I'm not gonna get a ticket. But just wanted to show you a little power of this 4.6 liter V8. As I said, runs really smooth. The steering is let my hands off the wheel, and it goes straight. Very responsive steering for such a big luxury car. It has sway bars and whatnot, similar to a police car of this era, and this is the 2006. So back then they were using Mercury Grand Marquis and the Ford Crown Vics, which are based on the same platform. They use those as police cars, and this has similar suspension as that. It's definitely a smooth suspension, but at the same time, you can go around corners pretty easily, or pretty quickly. Another thing, the brakes are really confident. They definitely feel like they'll stop in an emergency. I'm not going to do it while I'm driving and filming, but and the seats are nice and soft, and I don't know if you can see, but they're long, so they really support your legs. And as I showed, have all the controls on the door, which is easy to get to. Although as I mentioned, it does have that for the lumbar, which I had the hardest time finding where the lumbar was, and somebody had it out all the way when I bought it. All right, well, just pulled through to get it state inspected in Texas. We have to do the safety inspection, so went to do that. They checked the tires, the brakes, all the lights, and the horn, wipers. This one didn't check these tinted windows, which I was a little concerned about, because these are pretty tinted, but they didn't measure them. Some people measure them, some people don't. But I think that they would pass. The back ones are much more tinted, but the front ones are probably legal. This thing just it brings a smile to your face just driving it. So smooth and powerful, and I don't know, just like a BMW. I love the ride of a BMW, like a 530 or what have you. Has its own unique feel. This one has its unique feel of just smooth, big American luxury. So here we go. And I want to drive on the terrible road that is in front of my lot, because for whatever reason they haven't fixed it yet, and I'm going to turn you around. And definitely riding in this vehicle is much better than riding in the other ones. Okay, so they fixed this road right here for the most part. I mean, the divisions in the road still have us bouncing around, but look at this one. Well, you can't really see it too much, but there's some big potholes here. It's almost like a dirt road. Look at that. But yet this Lincoln handles them really well, and you can hear them. I'm going down like 3 or 4 feet. No, 3 or 4 inches for sure. But, all right, so we're back. Here's our lot. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. And the reason I was doing this was my other video of the Avalon, what not to do to a car, basically. One of the people that saw the video actually came and bought the vehicle. So maybe if you were looking for a nice, smooth luxury vehicle to ride around in and smile, because like I said, this puts a smile on you. Here, this is perfect for you.